right, we're here with Austin Prock, going for your first Funny Car Championship this weekend. Probably going to happen in the first 1 or 2 days. So thanks for taking the time first off, Austin.
Yep.
But going into it, I remember when we spoke a couple months ago, you had the crappy tests at the beginning of the year, but ever since then, it's almost been near perfection. Just how hard is it to kind of go from, to basically have the upper trajectory the entire season because it's so tough?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a great year. When things are going your way, they're just going your way. And, a lot of hard work's gone into this setup on this race car. It's been a few years in the making, and, I was blessed to get the opportunity to drive it this year. I didn't even know if I was going to be driving a race car at the beginning of the season, and now we're looking at getting our first, world championship together. So it's been a great ride. Love working with these guys. Love working with all our sponsors, and happy to be at John Force Racing. So to bring home another world championship to John Force, that's going to be a special evening, and to do it with my family is even cooler.
I know you guys are really focusing forward and making sure you're not really looking too much or kind of letting the championship thought get in your head, but as a human being, how much have you really, thought about it and really thought about it?
Not really much, honestly. It still doesn't even seem real. This year seems like a dream. This is what you strive for in motorsport, to have a dominating performance like this. So it's just a normal Friday right now. Until that world championship trophy's in our hands, I think everything will just be business as usual. So I'm looking forward to that time of the weekend, and we're going to have some fun this weekend. The job's not finished yet. We don't have the trophy in our hands, and we'd like to get a 9th win on the season, 10th overall.
And obviously coming into the countdown, you had whopping points advantage before it gets chopped with the countdown and everything. Just what do you feel maybe was the X factor? Because we have seen before where a driver or a team, they falter in the countdown. Just what do you feel has been the X factor for you guys to keep that advantage?
I think just doing the same job every time. What we started the year off doing, it worked. And we just race our race and race our lane, and the successes come with it. So just staying consistent and keeping our head down. Each one of these guys has to stay focused on their position and do their position to a high level. So each and every one of us has done that this year, and that breeds success. So it's been a hell of a ride.
Obviously having John Force back at the racetrack has, I'm sure, been a really good boost for you guys. And through that time between the wreck and then obviously now, how has that maybe helped just mold you guys even closer together? Obviously you guys are a very tight-knit team, but how has that helped too?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of highs this year, but we've had a lot of lows as well, and battling through that takes some serious adversity, and I think that says a lot about John Force Racing. Last weekend having John back, we swept #1 qualifier in both nitro categories and swept the win, so that tells you what John Force does for us.
And final question, just look into the crystal ball, you're down at the top end, you just secured the championship trophy, and besides that moment, what do you feel are going to be a moment or two that you're really going to think back on from this season and really hold close to you?
Oh man, there's so many. That's really a tough question to answer for me. We've had so many wins this year, and so many great moments on the track and off the track. Having fun on off weekends with these guys, and I'm looking forward to the next 3 years.